You got a text from a girl for the first time in your life. What are you going to reply back, struggler? What are you doing? A YouTube video? A dating video? From these gurus who are just trying to sell you a course and give wrong advice? Do you really think that there are magical words to this? Or are you smart enough to know that she would act the way you want if you were good looking and had status? Why don't you just send her a reply? You don't have to watch all these videos before you send a reply. But it's okay. You have no one to teach you that. Let's be honest, struggler. A man with experience and confidence does not think. Do you think a playboy thinks about a reply for 10 minutes? Or does he just send a reply? He simply doesn't care. He is certain. Of course he struggled. Because without struggle you cannot grow. You are a man. You are a struggler. Due to struggle, the player now has a valuable set of beliefs in his mind. So that now, when it's time to make a decision, he can do it without overthinking. I know she might end up screenshotting your message and sending it to the group chat. I know she might ghost you because you said the wrong thing. But think about it. If her crush said something wrong, she would still run after him. So don't worry. Take the risk. If she blocks you or ghosts you, you just saved your valuable time. Did you ever see a great man that never took a risk? They all take risks and lose a lot. But when they win so hard. As men, we want to be as certain as possible. Everything will still be okay if something wrong happens, because we'll be able to remedy the situation. You're constantly worrying. You're constantly overthinking. You're spending so long thinking about which exact message to send to even a friend, how to word it so it doesn't seem weird. Never mind those times when you're texting a girl and you're constantly overthinking about which exact words to use, how long you should take before replying back to her. Ask yourself, is it worth it for her? A skank that texts 10 dudes at the same time? When she hasn't replied for a little bit, then the overthinking really kicks in, doesn't it? There's a quote from the Bible that says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and thanksgiving, present to God." The key word is present to God, living in the present. A quote from the Quran, "And whoever puts his trust in Allah, he will be enough for him." It is a very similar message that we, as human beings, can live a way better life if we're able to put faith into something that we believe is much bigger than us. It's very hard to make a lot of these decisions, and especially you probably feel this with all the pressure that you've got inside of high school right now, or at your workplace. There are teachers, there's your parents, there's the homework, there's the friendship, then there's the girls, and the bad habits that you're still trying to get rid of. There's so much extra pressure that, of course, it's so hard to not be so mentally certain or mentally healthy through the day when you're constantly just judging yourself. And you've got to make sure that you fit in, and you've got to make sure that you're handing the homework on time, and you forgot about that other homework that's due in tomorrow, and your parents keep pressuring you to be a certain way, and blah, blah, blah. So let me explain how certainty and confidence actually work. Because you probably watched a bunch of videos on confidence, and it's all about experience. It's about experience of just trying to make a decision yourself and putting the trust in that decision and just seeing where it takes you. The more experience that you hit of making some decision, the less you will overthink. Everything you do is basically taking a risk. If you were put into the role of a big CEO for one day, you would make some really, really bad decisions. Because you have no experience in his field. You haven't struggled like he did to get where he is. So how do you expect to make perfect decisions without consequences? And even if you fuck up, it's okay. Even with the most serious things that you think are going on in life, 5 years down the line, that's just going to be invisible. It's not going to matter. What I want to see from you is action. Don't think, but do. Do something. You are wasting your life just with thinking, building this imaginary life of yours instead of working towards it. If you want to approach a girl, apply the 1 second rule. You have to approach her within a second. If you think you lost, you'll start to train this skill of being certain in your decisions, because you'll be getting more exposure to what happens after you make the right and also the wrong decision. Many men haven't got that exposure. They've been so sheltered in their lives. So just let go. There is a war on masculinity, a war on men. They are taking our testosterone with their chemically pumped food, their dopamine destructive media, their anti-masculine rules. If you listen to me, it can change your life forever. The decisions you make, for example, what to text this girl right now, what to eat today, what to buy today, which type of trainers to buy. These are things that a few weeks from now, it won't even matter. And if you make the wrong decision, it is okay, struggler. Learn from it and move on. Don't cry about it. Don't nag. Just accept it, move on. Just let go. Stop living in your thoughts. Stop living in your past or your future. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present struggler. In later videos, me or another hero is going to dwell deeper into this problem. Leave a comment on what you would like to get taught next. Tell me about your interests, and we will make it a course with your favorite person. So, if you want to instantly win over other people, start by winning over yourself. Be the hero of your own story, just like I've become Tyler Durden. Are you willing to do the work others won't, struggler?